Well, hello, family. It is a beautiful Monday morning. How is everyone doing? I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. You have, oh, wait a minute, there's a little bit of noise back there. Everybody's rejoicing. Monday morning, woo! I love it. Wake up with a joyful, make a joyful sound, they say, right? That's right. It's Monday morning, family, and it sounds like you guys had a very powerful weekend, and it was a beautiful weekend indeed. I'm sure whatever you went out to do, you accomplished it with great joy. Well, you've dialed in this morning to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call once again, where you will hear things that will move you from facts to faith to action. Great things are happening every day in Team Effort Network. I'm not sure if you're hearing, but there's just testimony after testimony coming forth as a result of the Slim by 10, of course, or the Trim by 10, or that powerful D Power, the B Boost, the Super 10, and of course our Star Energy is just enhancing people's health around the globe. Well, this is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, along with my business partner, two-star executive founding member, Pastor Del Wafer. Family, the line is open. Who's with me this morning? Introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
Jesse.
Good morning. Jesse Bowser. I like Jesse.
Good morning.
That must be Robert and Jesse here.
All right. That's right.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Great morning.
It is a beautiful morning. You two on a mission, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Oh, yes, we are.
That's good. That's good. Well, I know North Carolina's coming up this weekend, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to it. Fayetteville.
We had a nice little CTC yesterday at Maureen's, and I bought a guest that I've been working on for a year and a half. She finally showed up.
Good.
And she needs 4 sprays. I'm gonna get her. She's getting 4 sprays from me, so it was a good weekend.
Yes, it was.
Wow. Awesome. Robert, how long were you working on it, Robert? You said you were working on it for a year?
Year and a half.
And you didn't give up, right?
Oh, never give up. Never give up. That's just like when you intend to win. Never give up. We're going straight to the top. We ain't playing.
All right.
Like Lord Gibson said, pick a spot and let's go. Let's go to the top.
That's right. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Well, who else is with us this morning? Go right ahead and introduce yourself.
Good morning, Pastor Denise. Paul Jackson.
And I know you were partner crime with them too, right, Paul?
Oh, yeah. It was a real good TTP. I'm anticipating the arrival of Agent 008.
Well, we're gonna give Agent 008 a little break today. How's that?
Oh, is she? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna give her a break.
Something else on the table today, huh? Okay. All right.
That's right.
Always good to get a break. Always good to get a break.
Everyone deserves one, right?
It was an awesome day yesterday. Yeah, awesome.
Good. Powerful, wonderful.
You missed a good meal, Pastor Denise.
Oh, yes.
I don't want to hear it. Be quiet. I don't want to hear it. Fine. You won't call and tell me now. Don't call and tell me now. Well, family, who else is with us? Good morning, Denise Smart. They know hi. Woo-hoo! Wow, all that power coming from Dayton, Ohio. My goodness, Denise, how are you? Ooh, is that somebody from California chiming in?
I believe so. But I'm here, guys, and good morning.
Who is that? Is that Vicky? I think that was Vicky Soto. So good morning, Vicky.
This is Vicky. Hi, how you doing, everybody? Good morning, family.
Good morning. Who you guys excited this morning? Who else is with us? Go ahead and shout your name out.
Southeast is checking in. Good Pastor Denise. Woo! Kevin Vaughn.
Lynn Thornhill, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Welcome, Cincinnati. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who's that?
The Southeast is checking. Kevin Vaughn, welcome to the future.
Woo! Kevin Vaughn's in the house. Hey, Kevin. How's it going, Kevin?
We're kicking off another great week. I love it.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Through the phone line this morning. What did y'all take? Was it the V-Boost or the Cell Energy? Which one? Because you all are coming through strong this morning. My goodness, and let me keep y'all in mind. All those great leaders that just introduced themselves this morning, and a few more that didn't get in there yet, they're all going to be here next month. I hope you all prepared and have your bags packed sitting at the door, ready to hit the road to be here for September 26th for the East Coast Regional. There are going to be some great, powerful leaders here in the house that day, and I'm telling you, you're going to want to have your guest in the place. We're going to start off with the guest. So the presentation is going to start at 10 o'clock. So if you have your guests and you want them to hear the testimonies, if you want them to meet the leaders, if you want them to hear about the product, the compensation part, you're going to want them there by 10 o'clock. You do not want them to miss anything. We will start on time. Excuse me. 10 o'clock, family. Don't forget, have your guests there. 10 o'clock, and of course, after we finish with the guests and give them the opportunity to sign up, get registered, get a physician, get their sprays. With the leaders, we're going to take you guys. We're going into full-blown training. I mean, whatever it is you want, we're going to put it out there. We're not holding back anything. We're going to give it all out in one day. So be there Saturday, September 26th for the East Coast Regional. If you haven't already, get your room at the Greenbelt Marriott. I do believe, I think Maureen set aside 3 sets of 30 rooms. And the last 2 sets went like golf. And she has another set of 30 rooms reserved, but I'm not sure how many rooms are left. So make sure you go to vitaminspraysnow.com website, register for your ticket, and get the number for the Greenbelt Marriott, and go ahead and make your reservations, because that's going to be a life-changing event, and it's going to be so good for your business, and it's going to be so good for you, your guests, and your friends. It's going to help someone. We want people to learn how to get healthy. We want people to learn the importance of focusing on your health and what's happening. Find out what's happening with them. So hopefully and prayerfully we can share something with them that will help enhance their condition or whatever they or their loved ones may be dealing with. Don't want to miss that. September, Saturday 26th. And, of course, the Friday night. Y'all know what we do the night before. I don't even need to say it. Y'all know what we do the night before the big event. Now, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to stop right here. Bring on my business partner, Pastor Joe Wafer. Pastor Joe, are you there, sir? Pastor Joe Wafer, are you there this morning?
Party. That's what we're going to do on Friday night. We're going to party.
So Pastor Joe finally learned how to dance. You know, when he got the B tower and the B boost, he finally learned how to get a little pep in his step.
Well, you know, we had a pre-meeting this week for September 26th, and it's all shaping up to be an exciting time, and it's going to be a great time of networking and meeting new people and meeting people that you haven't seen their faces but heard their names on the calls, and so all of those things are great towards your networking experience. And to be here in the nation's capital, you know, we're gonna do our best to show you a great time like we did last year. And I tell you, it still goes down as one of the best corporate events ever. And I say ever in the last 2 years that has taken place. The last year's East Coast Regional. I mean, from what we're hearing in the field and what people that flew here, even the California folks that flew here is like, wow, this was great. We love it. You know, and that's the kind of experience we want to give you. We want to give you the experience where you walk away knowing that you have the ability to build your business and giving you the confidence from the tools that you learn here how to build your business. That's one of the things that we're focusing on is instead of just having a whole bunch of hype, man, we're going to have key leaders talking about specific subjects to help you build your business, give you some amazing training of how they're building the business, how they're growing their teams, why they're having success, and that you can have it as well. So, you know, we're really pumped up about hosting this East Coast Regional, and you're going to be blessed for coming. So you definitely want to get your room for it run out again, and you definitely want to get your tickets to get here to the East Coast region. It's going to be an amazing time.
Don't want to miss it. You know, Pastor Dale, the great thing about it, that was one of the best events I think I've attended with Team Effort International, even since my video talk, because there were so many great leaders. Mr. T was here, Kevin Vaughn, you know, Terry Whitener, Vicky Soto, and everyone participated in the training process. And it was being able to get that one-on-one, face-to-face training from all the great leaders that poured into it. So you left there really uplifted, encouraged, and you just saw a better way of doing it. But when you think about it, we have even greater leaders coming this year because we have new business partners who've been added to the business. So I'm thinking about, wow, we got Denise Moore coming. You know, Denise was there last year. But just think about all the new reps that we have that's in Team Effort Network and how they're going to benefit from the training, because this is what people want. They want training. Give me training. I want to make this work. So looking at all the great leaders that are coming, all the rest is going to be there, and all the guests that's going to come, that's just a mixture for explosion. So what do you think about that mixture Go ahead.
Well, exactly. You know, when you get the dynamics that we have that's coming into the area, that dynamics is gonna bring a lot of excitement in the lives of those that are here. Now, you mentioned Denise Moore, and you know, Denise was just new to the business. She wasn't as we call it, a top leader in the company and trainer. She was had just got introduced to the business, I think, just within that month. And she came and she was excited. And just look now, she's on the program this year as one of the trainers and one of the top leaders in the company. Think about that. Think about what 1 year has done for somebody who just came into the business, and now they're one of the main trainers on the platform for the next year. So think about the people that you invite, to come to be a part of this meeting. Those can be your people that are just getting introduced to this company, and they come to a meeting like the East Coast region. They get fired up, they get excited, they bring people with them, and they go back to their hometowns and they blow it up. And the next year, they're top leaders in the company, and they're on the training schedule for the next year. That's the kind of opportunity that you get when you bring all of these leaders together, and the synergy that takes place. It sends people away, as I said, with the confidence to build their business, and they go out and they knock the ball out of the park.
You know, Pastor Dale, I think one of the things, and we keep emphasizing, we already know that we're in the health and wellness industry, and that's what the seminar is going to be based on. And I think that one of the things that we keep emphasizing to our team is we really have to get people to understand that we're focusing on getting people healthier, getting people better. Now, we've learned and we've heard, and I've heard you teach many times, Pastor Dale, that pretty much every decade something phenomenal happens. You know, something great happens, something because of the fact where people are able to cash in. And those big opportunities either fall along the way of being in other words, the different options that you have of cashing in, or making it big or making it great. There's pretty much 4 categories. There was like the practitioners. You can become a practitioner or a manufacturer or a realtor. And one thing you emphasized on, I think it was last year you were teaching on being a distributor and how that is where the focus is now. If you're a distributor, you're ahead of the game because there's less that you have to put out, but there's more that come in. And I think I heard someone say that is why the owner of Walmart ended up being so successful, starting his business at 44. At the age of 61, he was the richest man in the world because he focused on being a distributor versus being the other categories that the options out there. So you mentioned that you got into being a distributor and the importance of what we're doing as far as being a distributor. So let's hit on that a little bit, what that means as to why we're in such a good position to favor with the health and wellness product and being distributors also.
Well, you know, it's one thing to be a distributor. It's another thing to be a distributor of a great product. You know, there's a lot of you know, mediocre product out there that people are distributing, and they got to do a lot of hype. They got to do a lot of, you know, exaggeration. They got to do a lot of that kind of stuff just to keep people buying. But the great thing I like about what we have is, you know, whatever infrastructure challenges we may have, one of the things we don't have is we don't have poor quality product. We don't have mediocre product. We have product that will go head to head with any other product that's out there in the market and win, okay? Because we have the results. We have 2 years of testimonies of life-changing results in people's lives. When you talk about the people who have had fibromyalgia, who was in their bedroom, never came out of the bedroom for 2 years, when you have people who have had chronic pain in their bodies, when they've had people who have never been able to lose the weight that they wanted to lose. People who have never had a chance to bring their diabetes under control. When you think about all the stories, and we could have a whole seminar for a whole week on all the stories that we have about, the people that have used this product. So when you think about what we have in our hands as such A-grade product, then, it's easy to distribute because, all you have to do is say, hey, try the product, and what do you have to lose? You're already in pain, okay? Try it. It may help you. And when we see this, we see constantly over and over and over people being changed and transformed by the product. We have a guy, and you guys are going to see him at the East Coast Regional, Wilbur Brewster, who was on one of our videos, just had a problem losing weight. He could not. He tried dieting. He tried all these other stuff, trying to get weight off of it. He couldn't do it. He joined our 10-week health challenge, and in about the third week, he had lost 20 pounds.
Wow. Okay?
I mean, this is what we're talking about. His goal is to lose another 20 by the time he gets to the East Coast Regional. So, these are the stories of people's lives that's been changed. So as distributors of such amazing and great product, it makes it easier for us to sell the product because we don't have to hype it up. We don't have to, exaggerate it. We just have to give people the product, and you know what? The product sells itself. And so when you think about that, that's going to help you produce more distributors in your organization. But also, you want to also create about a 40% window of customers, people who just use the product. You know what? I tell you right now, if you just got 40% of your business using the product as customers, you'll never have a flush volume issue. You'll never have a point issue. You'll never have any of the struggles that you have by having 100% of your team reps. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have customers who need the product. And when they need the product, they buy the product every single month. Okay? And that's what you want to build. You want to build a good hybrid business of representatives and customers, because that's what's going to get you to the next mark. That's what's going to get your numbers to be consistent. That's going to get your Paylution, as Sam Gill says, that's going to get your Paylution to count bigger and bigger.
That's right. That's the deal. And, the building your customer line, if you think about it. And when I think about building a customer line, when I used to try to find good healthy supplements, I would go to the internet and I would search. This is way before I became a My Video Talk rep. And I would look for good products, because I really had these good healthy products that people had out there, but you just really didn't know where to find them. Like Nikisha says, Nikisha Barnes says all the time, people are online looking for good healthy products. They see that I'm out there advertising. They call me back. Maybe somebody else put an ad out there, but you didn't leave a contact information. So they contact Nikisha. They're like, I've been looking for something like this. How do I order it? So I myself did this. I did go online to look for good healthy products years ago. And I would find a little product here and there. And then I would sign up. And I didn't have any problem being on automatic auto ship as long as I knew that product was going to come to my house every day and I wasn't going to run out because it was going to be there next month when I needed it. So that's the same thing that you're saying as far as customers. Are you getting them on automatic auto ship as customers? Is that the way that you're going about it? And also letting them to know and understand that it is about their health. It is about you getting better, feeling better. Do you want to get better? You want to feel better? And we have something for that. So are you putting them on automatic auto ship as customers, or are they just how are you reaching out to them to keep it coming in as a regular flow each month?
Well, we do share the benefits of becoming a customer who's on auto ship. We do give that benefit. But, to be honest with you guys, most people don't want to go on auto ship on a product that they haven't tried. Product they haven't tested, the product that they don't know really works. So they're not really willing to put themselves in a monthly payment situation. So what we do is say, here, try the product. So most of our customers, they get the product from us from a retail standpoint. We give them the product, they try it, and let me tell you, the ones who go on auto ship is about after the second month, after they see what happened in the first month, in the second month, when I tell them the amount of money they can save by going on auto ship, that's when they sign up for auto ship. So you may not get a lot of customers on auto ship when you first present it to them because, again, I wouldn't go on no auto ship a product I haven't even tried. But but once they get the results, it's a slam dunk. It's a slam dunk. So what happens is for the first couple of months, you get the retail sales. You get to charge them the retail prices. But then once they see that they want it and they want to consistently get it, then they say, well, okay, I'm open to that auto ship idea. Well, you lose the retail profit, but what happens is now you get the points and volume in your organization. And ultimately, that's what we want to get. You want to get to the place where you can get to 3,000 points. And one of the ways you're going to do that is to build a huge customer base.
But either way, it's a win-win situation. I think it's a good way to also let people know that you're really interested in what's best for them. Because if you go on just trying to get them snatched up and signed up, I don't think it's going to last very long that way. But like you said, Pastor, getting them on the product, letting them see the result, letting them come back each month looking for you. I'm out of my sprays, and you're out of my sprays. And it's like Amy says that this is like a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is something that you're building up gradually. But it takes a while to build a good, sturdy foundation. So in getting the customer base, you're really building a very strong foundation. And you're also building yourself as you go along. Keisha's always getting on us about self-development. You're also giving yourself a chance to really learn the product and to really listen to people's stories, to listen to their testimonies, so you can calmly and casually share them when you're out and about. So if you're in a hurry and a rush, trying to just build to get points, and you're kind of overlooking a person's real need, eventually that's going to catch up with you, and that's when you're going to get stuck with the below PSD. But I agree with Pastor Dell. You get out there, you listen to people. You consider the possible motivations of your prospects, and why is your product or your service the right one for them? Why is it? It could be the fact that it's not a pill form. It could be the fact that it's a spray, that it's vitamin D, that there's no competition. I mean, we have testimonies upon testimonies of our product. So you listen to your prospects to see what excites them about your product. Is it the testimonies about your health? Is it the testimonies about the compensation plan? You have to really pay attention when you're sharing to see what lightens their eyes. When you say something, they just interject, their eyes get big, and then you got to zoom in on that. You build off of that excitement that you see in them right there. And then you are the one that has to be excited and knowledgeable about what you're sharing. So once they get excited about the spray, you keep your business cards with you. I heard, I think Kevin Bond says, keep your postcards, your business cards at a flash. You can look and see the bullet points of how vitamin D helps. You may not remember everything like Shakina Day in regards to the sprays or the other leaders, but some of the postcards, it has bullet points on what the vitamin D is good for. I mean, what it's good for, or the B Boost, or the Slim, or the Super 10, or the Star Energy, and of course the Trim by 10. So you have to make sure you know what you're talking about. Listen to your prospect, introduce the sprays to them, allow them to take the sprays, get the benefits from them, let them share their story. They're going to come back to you 2 or 3 times. They're going to come back, and they're going to order the spray from you again and again. Why? Because they found something that works. And when you find something that works, you're going to continue with it. Why would you stop? If you're not doing good, then you start taking something you're doing better, there's no way in the world you're going to stop taking it. And so eventually, like Pastor Bill said, once they've come back to you 2 or 3 times and they bought it at retail, then you can say, I see you're really serious about taking care of yourself. The vitamin sprays are working for you. Let me show you a more cost-effective way you can get the sprays. And that's, of course, we introduce to them to sign them up for auto ship because they're going to spend less on the auto ship than they will buying it from you for retail. And then that's when you get to the point where Vicky Soto's always talking about building points. Building your points, that's when you start taking your business to the next level. But the great thing about when they sign up on auto ship, what's happening, they have people that's coming to them, and they're asking them, how can I get some of those sprays? But then, of course, that's when you can then introduce the business partner to them if they choose to want to do it. But if they like, I don't know about that, don't push it. Let it stay where it is. Let them keep getting the money from their friends, bringing it to you, and then eventually you begin to show them how all this money they keep bringing to you from their friends could be theirs if they're willing just to share the product the same way that you are. Can I correct Pastor Dale?
Well, that's the way it works. And one of the things that we want to do as well is just always remember your competitive advantage. You know, always remember that you have a competitive advantage. Like you said, whether that advantage is we have sprays over pills that have a better absorption. I was about a month ago, I was on Facebook just going through my stuff, and I saw one of my friends from high school. She had made a post about she had just went and got her B12 shot, and her arm was hurting and swollen, and she's like, "Oh man, what should I do?" And you know, everybody started responding, "Oh girl, you know, that's so bad, yada yada yada." They started talking about, "Oh, just get some rest, put some ice on it." So you had about 7 or 8 posts about, you know how to recover from it. And I put in there, I said, "Oh, that's so sad that you had to go through all that pain." I said, "You ought to try vitamin spray B12. It's more effective, and of course, it's no needle. It doesn't hurt." And that's all I said. I didn't send them to no website. I didn't send anything. I just waited. And she sends back vitamin spray. She's like, "Where can I get that? I've never heard of that." And then everybody else who made a comment on that started asking the same question. "What is a vitamin spray? Where can you get it at?" And sure enough, what happened? I sent them to my website, and we got 3 orders on from that day. All right, so, you know, you got to always kind of keep your eyes open for when you can talk about the competitive advantage that your company has, and when you do, take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, being knowledgeable about your products and what it does. And that's what you're learning each week on the calls that we do, on the lifestyle call in the morning, the call with Mr. T and the call with Don Joseph and Lloyd Gibson and Renetta Hall. All the calls are Spanish call. All the calls they have is giving you the knowledge and understanding of your product, of your company, and to hear the testimonies so that you can have a lot more tools in your toolbox as you go forth building your business. And understanding what we have. We have a health and wellness product. This is just where the industry is right now. Most of the funds and money that's coming to the U.S. economy is devoted to the wellness industry. You want a part of that because $1 trillion is going to be an additional $1 trillion annually of the U.S. economy that's being devoted to the wellness industry is going to be devoted to the wellness industry with or without you. So you're in a wonderful position. You're in position. You understand what I mean? You're in position to really benefit from being a blessing to someone else. Because there's not a face or body or a human being on this earth that does not want to be healthy. If you find one, I want to meet them. Now, anyone you meet, and even children, need supplements because of what they're exposed to. But can you imagine everyone that you're going to pass today? Every single person you're going to walk past today is looking for what you have. They're waiting to hear your story. They're waiting to hear something that's going to trigger something within them. It's going to give them hope. It's going to make them think, especially if they're dealing with diabetes or blood cholesterol levels or cardiovascular disease or asthma, arthritis, all these different conditions that we hear people are suffering, that they're going back and forth to the doctors, and they're taking medication and prescription upon prescription just to ease the pain. And here you have something that when you ride along in the metro or stand in the grocery store line or in the post office, even at the traffic light, the windows down. There's someone there around you that's waiting to hear something, that's looking for something that you have. So as we close out, I just want to pose 4 questions to you. I'm going to give you homework. And I just want you to answer these questions for yourself. Because Nikisha is always giving us something for self-development. And she's going to get on me if I don't mention something about self-development. So I'm going to give you 4 questions I want you to ask yourself. And this is pretty much for you to maybe write a mission statement for yourself. You need to have a personal mission statement. We're all on a mission. And you need to know what your mission is. Because I'm pretty sure helping other people is part of your mission. So these 4 questions are, for you to be your best, what do you have to do every day? For you to be your best, what do you have to do every day? It's a simple question, but think about that. For you to be your best. The second is, what do you value most in your life? What do you value most in your life? And the third question is, what makes you feel great about you? What does it just make you feel so great about you? And the fourth question is, what do you want to accomplish with your life? So quickly, the 4 questions. For you to be your best, what do you have to do every day? 2, what do you value most in your life? And 3, what makes you feel great about you? And 4, what do you want to accomplish with your life? And I'm pretty sure if you can answer those 4 questions very honestly, that would just enlighten you, encourage you, remind you what your God-given purpose, your God-given mission is, and just motivate you to go out there and be the difference maker that God ordained you to be. Pastor, that's all I have for today. Anything else you want to add before we bring on Anita?
Well, I think that's some great information. And I think if you examine those 4 questions, you're definitely going to project your future in a positive manner. So great questions to entertain.
Mm-hmm. Well, family, that's it for today. I hope you're running with something to make it happen. Let's go out to the UK with Dr. Anita Poole with our coach for today. Anita Poole, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me okay, Denise?
I can, Anita. How are you today?
I am good. That was great information, both of you. Very, very interesting information. It's a rainy day here in the UK. It's just pouring all day. Very, very overcast. And actually, it was like that yesterday, and it's forecast to be like that all week. And do you know, as I went out, I thought, hey, I'm okay, because even though the sun is not shining, I've got my D-Power. So I got sunshine in a spray, you know. So, we are so lucky, folks. We are so lucky. And, exactly as Dale was saying, one of the key things is our sprays are high quality. Our drinks are high quality. That really sets us apart. And we can always rely on high-quality products with Mel and Amy. That's what I love about this company. And then combined with a high pay plan, we got high-quality products and high pay plan. That definitely sets us apart. And, boy, are we on trends. The chef that I told you about last week, he's very famous. He's got loads and loads of restaurants around the world. He actually, and not only is he putting a sugar tax, not only is he making his restaurant meals healthier and his books healthier, his recipes healthier, but he actually went on a nutrition course, for about a year. And now he's putting what he's learned about nutrition into his recipes. And he actually does an article every week in the Sunday papers. And I notice all his recipes that are coming out, they're much healthier. So, some of the information is out there, but it's still so confusing to people. And it's not just in the West, it's all around Asia that's happening. The way in which the food and drink industry is confusing people is, you know, it's a nightmare for people who really don't understand nutrition. For example, I saw an advert for some healthy life parks where activities are done. The food corporation is combining with the local authorities to actually sponsor various parks with various exercises, various sports equipment, that kind of thing. But obviously, people don't sponsor unless they can have something in return. They don't sponsor unless they can get their name out there and their brand out there in return. So what they're doing, and it's a company, I'm not going to name the company, but it's the company with one of, I would say, one of the worst drinks out there, and it is one of the most popular drinks with the highest sales possible, and it has absolutely no good nutrition in it. Just a lot of sugar, a lot of additives, and people are hooked on it, basically. So that company is sponsoring these healthy parks. So can you see the mixed messages that go out there? They're sponsoring something that is meant to be healthy. They color their bottles and their branding now in green colors and healthy colors. And very few people realize that actually what those drinks contain are completely unhealthy. That's the kind of mixed messages that go out. I even read an article recently where in China, people have noodles and rice for breakfast. And often they'll also add into it vegetables and meat. Now that's actually a very healthy diet because it's always cooked fresh. It's not overcooked, and it has the nutrition in it. However, the big companies are going out there and they're trying to promote the cereals. Now, cereals are very, very, very processed foods. There are very, very few cereals on the market that are actually truly very, very healthy, even if it says added vitamins, added minerals, all that kind of thing. The reality is it's a highly processed food that's usually very high in carbohydrates and often very high in sugar. Now, they're trying to actually change the taste buds of people in China and in Asia so that they can try and get their goods into the market. Now, that I read the article and I thought, how sad, because those people don't realize, they actually think it's cool and hip to be taking something from the West. So they're thinking that the West is cool and hip and nutritionally advanced. The reality is the West is going in there and spoiling what is actually authentically a really healthy, natural diet. So it's not only happening by the big corporations on diet, it's helping in other aspects. And that's where our nutritional supplementation comes in, because it's natural, it's healthy. It has been proven with loads and loads of testimonials and stories that it's helped people. I even read recently that the smoking companies are now going heavily into the e-cigarettes, and again, confusing people, and even governments are confusing people about e-cigarettes, and even some of the health bodies are endorsing e-cigarettes. And what people don't realize, e-cigarettes are not proven. Yes, they're a better alternative to smoking tobacco, but they're not proven that they don't have their own disadvantages. And there are many other aspects that's not good. So what are these companies doing? These companies are now promoting them with healthy lifestyle. Their adverts even have beautiful runners in there, and their strap lines are pure satisfaction for smokers. The word pure comes in as though it's a natural product. The word satisfaction comes in, and, running comes into the advert as though it is healthy. talk about mixed messages that come across from the media. The reality is we have people who have been taking the TEN sprays who have stopped smoking. It's been that powerful. It has re-educated their body to want natural things. And smoking is a harmful, unnatural thing. So, you know, we've got something huge in our hands. We are absolutely hot on trend. And it's up to us to share, share, share. And believe, believe, believe. Gail Devers said, keep your dreams alive. Understand to achieve anything requires faith and belief in yourself. Vision, hard work, determination, and dedication. Remember, all things are possible for those who believe. Joan of Arc, who you know, was a great believer, said, one life is all we have, and we live it as we believe in living it. So believe in the TN sprays, believe in what you've got in your hands, believe in the team, believe in this company, believe in the owners, and believe in the pay plan, and go out there and get the job done. Back to you, Denise.
That's it. Thank you, Dr. Full. Thank you for that. Yes, family. Belief is the first step, so that's what it takes to get to where you're going. It's been a great day, family. Love hearing you all this morning as you all came to introduce yourself with great enthusiasm. Now, family, time to go to work. Get those questions answered about yourself. Feel good about yourself. Go out there and make a difference in someone's life. Pastor Dell, any closing remarks before we end the call for the day?
No, just take the information that you get on these calls every single day, apply them to your business, and work your business every single day. If you succeed or if you fail, it's because of you. So get out there and work your business and work it so that you can change the people's lives that you come in contact with. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow.
That's right, family. You can do it. Don't forget, register for the East Coast Regional Saturday, September the 26th. I'll be there Friday for the party. We're going to have Friday night. The Saturday 26th, it is going off. Get your guests and your prospects in the house. To get your tickets, make your reservations, go to www.vitaminspraysnow.com, www.vitaminspraysnow.com. Click the event button and go ahead and get your tickets. See you there, family. Get out this call. Get out there and make a difference. Love you all. Be back with us tomorrow morning. Oh, don't forget to join the Spanish call. It's going to start 9:10 a.m. this morning. Join Maria and the Spanish team. We're going to help your Spanish guests to learn more about Team Method Network. Be back tomorrow morning as we press towards that 50 million that's coming into Team Method Network this year alone. Love you, family. You are loved. Greatly appreciated. God bless you all and have a prosperous day on purpose.